folks, I'm Spivack and I'm the administrator of the Maui Wing Foiling and Wing Surfing Facebook page, and we're here down at Kahului Harbor to explain a little bit about the rules here. This is where I began my wing foiling career in the height of COVID back in July and August of 2020. I don't sail here too much anymore, but it's still an amazing place to learn as long as we follow the rules here. Number one is that 96% of all goods come in and out of this harbor, 96%. So that means that there's plenty of commercial vessel traffic on a daily basis. And if you are doing a downwinder, or if you are out here learning or just tooling around the harbor on your wing foiling gear, you have to know what the schedule is. And I post this every day on the Maui Wing Foiling and Wing Surfing Facebook page, along with the practice schedules for the canoe haulies. We're standing right next to Nakai Ivalu, and over here is the Hawaiian Canoe Club. And their season is basically, it's in the summer. It's also, we have the high schoolers in the fall. Then we have the Keiki Kamali'i program in the beginning of the winter, and the main six-person canoe season is in the spring and summer. So there is basically canoe practice all year, and I put down what the times of the canoe practice is on a daily basis on that site, Maui Wing Foiling and Wing Surfing Facebook page. Now, to get on that page, you have to answer all questions about spam and administration and all of that. It's just 4 questions, and then you will be in, and you can access that on a daily basis. People put other posts in there about what they might have for sale, maybe an incident that happened, X, Y, and Z, lost wing foiling gear, what have you. Very important is there are places around the beach here. This is Aloha Park in Kahului, where I have put signage. And the signage has the rules for wing foiling here in Kahului Harbor. It also has the QR codes, and the QR codes are the link to the port call schedule for the commercial vessel traffic. There's a link for the rules and Maui Windsurfing Guide, and a link for the canoe practice as well. So you will see near North Pu'unene Avenue entrance, there are 2 signs. There's a sign in the grassy area in front of what will soon to be Cafe Olé, and there's a sign at Nakai Ivalu Canoe Club, as well as on the tree as you enter from Aloha Park. All right, so what are the rules? The rules are, 1, it is best to come shoreward of the buoys when there is commercial vessel traffic. It is best practices to get off the water during any vessel movement. That would either be vessels coming in or vessels leaving. All right, very, very important. Do not get to the leeward side of any vessel where there's no wind, and always look when you're coming in from a downwinder, look to see if there are any vessels moving, and hopefully you have checked the port call schedule before you arrived at the harbor entrance. Now, the port call schedule is fluid, so check right before you leave on your excursion or downwinder or whatever. And always understand that anything can happen at any time. The times are fluid. They could be leaving early or later by a half an hour, maybe even 2 hours. So be very, very careful about the commercial vessels. Again, 96% of all goods come in and out of this harbor right here. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is we have to be Pono. We're trying to coordinate, we're trying to be at peace with the other users of the harbor here. So typically in the summer we have Keiki Kamali'i practice, which are for the kids, At Hawaiian Canoe Club, they begin at 2:45 for the on-water training, and that's Monday through Friday during the summer. And Nakai Ivalo is Tuesday, Thursdays from 3:30. And the adults practice from 5:15 to 7, Monday through Friday. Saturday is typically race day, being that it's July 20th of 2023 now. There are no more races in Kahului Harbor, although there will be a Maliko Kahului race upcoming. All right, so check the schedules for that. It will be posted on the Maui Wing Foiling and Wing Surfing website, Facebook page. All right, so we have the canoes, we have the commercial vessels. People who are fishing have right of way. People who are in a canoe have right of way. Remember, it's a hand over sail over motor. So anything that is hand powered has right of way. Surfers in the winter, we have surfers right out in front here. We have surfers on the boat ramp side. They have right of way. It's best to be Pono, stay out of people's way, and come in when you see commercial vessels entering or leaving. All right, some other things. We have 2 breakwaters down here that are downwind of the launch. Now, you have to be careful getting your gear over the breakwater, right? The first breakwater. You don't want to go past the second breakwater, because between the first and the second breakwater, you can come into the beach easily. There are no obstructions. But between the second breakwater and the highway side, there are obstructions right at the front of that area between the beach and the breakwater. There are boulders. You have to, it's very hard to kind of feel your way through them. The other thing is that is very important about that. You have to be careful of the buoys. You want to be shoreward of them. When there's traffic, best to be back on land. Another thing about the breakwaters is that visually you can see where they end, but they also extend underwater. So they extend underwater about a third of the distance from the beach. So if you foil around there, you might hit the breakwater. I've done it a few times. I think I did it twice in one day when I was learning. So you have to be very careful of that. One thing that you might have seen is that equipment has been left on the beach, which is a no-no. We're trying to coordinate with the harbor master, Department of Harbors here, Department of Transportation, so that we comply with what rules that they have given us. And that is, one rule is don't leave equipment on the beach. You can bring it up on the land. And one very important point is that in May of 2023, late May 2023, the cameraman, Joe Sterling, and I went to visit with the harbor master and his people, and we had a discussion about certain things. And the first thing he said, first thing out of his mouth, is that we shouldn't be complacent that wing foiling is here to stay in the harbor. Okay? So if there are incidents, if there's something that becomes endangered or injuries, our privilege can be revoked at any time. All right? So we have to be Pono. We have to let people know what the rules are. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're a seasoned wing foiler, you live on Maui, you come here every day or whenever, and you see people that you don't recognize on the beach, right? You might want to tell them, hey, do you guys know the rules? Do you know when canoe practice is, that you need to get off the water when the canoe practice begins? Do you know what the vessel schedule is? Do you know what to do when commercial vessels are entering and leaving the harbor? These are all questions you, as an experienced wing foiler, should be asking people who you're not familiar with who come to the beach here. So that's very important too. We're trying to create an ohana, a family, a community of wing foilers here. We're trying to be compliant with rules. and practice schedules and traffic schedules, and we're trying to get along with everyone who uses the harbor, all Kahului Harbor stakeholders we want to be at peace with, and we want to get along with everybody and have a lot of fun wing foiling. And again, I don't wing foil here that much, but it is a fantastic place to learn. It's sheltered. You don't have to worry about the tide here, although there are times that you can touch coral heads. And there are some great benefits here of learning how to wing foil here. It's sheltered, and it's not choppy most of the time. So that's basically it. Feel free to leave a comment on the wing foiling page or wherever you see this, and I would be more than happy to help you with any questions that you might have. Thank you so much. Aloha.